So here's a little update on that missing persons series that I made. Sorry it took so long. Wasn't quite sure if I was going to make this update or what, but this is my final day here in the Seattle area. Going back to San Diego, so I figured a lot of people have asked, what happened, and some of her friends on Facebook and stuff have been still concerned because she still hasn't bothered to get back to anybody. I did find her. Originally I came up here when I heard that she hadn't been in contact with anybody for a week, uh, which is uncharacteristic of her, especially since she has a 10-year-old son. So, we were all concerned, of course, and so I came up here and basically after about a week of being here and looking around, searching for, going from hotels to, last known locations, talking to her friends, posting flyers, talking to the police, basically doing everything I could, posting on social media a lot. Eventually, she got word of it, and she contacted me. And that's the last video I made. I just said that she contacted me. She did, and we spoke and stuff, and we hung out a little bit. And basically, what I found out, I wish I didn't, but she is okay. Well, she's not okay, but she's not dead. She's not being held against her will. Hasn't been raped or robbed or murdered yet. Yet, I say. Um, Basically, what I found out was that she's not missing. She doesn't want to be found. She even though she has a 10-year-old sitting at home that as of today it's been almost a whole month since she hasn't talked to anybody, um, especially her kid. I mean, she talked to me briefly, her mother, basically to tell her to whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's she hasn't even talked to her kid for a month. So anyway, what happened was is she basically got fed up with having to be even a partially responsible person, an adult, and just she got strung out on meth and basically ran off. She lives in a small area, rural area where it's small town. It's really a small town, but it's anyway. She lives kind of in the sticks a little bit, so she had a hard time like scoring her drugs, and so she just got frustrated and got a ride to some hotel with somebody to score to get some drugs, and basically never left. She's been there for like I don't know 3 weeks now, something like that, 4 weeks, almost a month now, something like that. That's basically it. Now she just basically jumps from hotel to hotel, talks to random strangers she doesn't even know, people that she just meets at at hotels. Basically, will talk to them for 5 minutes and then just disappear into their hotel for a night, doing drugs and whatever. Who else knows what, right? I mean, what else do people do in hotels, right? Um, that's pretty much it. I mean, last time I saw her, for those of you that watch this that are her friends, she's bouncing from hotel to hotel room, stranger to stranger, in the SeaTac, Tukwila area. Frequents Days Inn a lot, Econo Lodge, and Motel 6 up there by the airports. She squats somewhere in the U District in Seattle. It's the U District. There's like a abandoned building complex. That's a lot of squatters squat there. But yep, that's it. She has a phone. She chooses not to use it. She could log into her Facebook. She doesn't. Um, I don't tell anybody. I mean, it's hard to believe that. For those of you that know her, it's hard to believe. I got a lot of comments of people saying like, "No way, I know her. She's not a drug addict. She doesn't do meth." Like, no, you don't know her that well because I was with her for almost every day for 6 months, up until June. I'm sorry, January. Um, she does, and it's gotten a lot worse since I've left. And she's also a heroin addict, also addicted to methadone. For 10 years. So if you don't know that about her, then you just don't know her very well. That's all I can say. I'm not going to sit here and say that she's a terrible person because she's not. I mean, there are some good qualities about her, and it might seem like I'm making this video out of malice or to be mean or whatever. I'm really not. I actually hope she sees this, that it kind of gets through to her that she has a kid at home that she hasn't spoke to for a month. And I understand if she's ashamed. I'd be too, based on what she's doing. I mean, I sat there with her and I watched her straight up talk to some dude for like 5 minutes, and like, basically as soon as I turned my back, she ran up into his hotel, like left me, like fucking standing there, with her mother, while her mother was in the car on her way to get her, just like straight up just ditched me and her mom, who was coming to get her at this hotel, to party with some dude that she literally just met off the street. I mean, this person is about to wake up to a bad reality that, I mean, nobody can save her. She doesn't want to be saved. And, I mean, attractive blonde chick, 35-year-old attractive blonde chick who's a mom. She's got a 10-year-old that she won't even talk to now. Hasn't been a month. I mean, she's asking for it. I mean, somebody's gonna hurt her. Somebody, if they should, they already haven't. I mean, it's a matter of time, and it's sad because I do care about her, and I want her to wake up. But unfortunately, I've spent enough money and time, effort, concern, trying to get through to her, and I thought, and her family thought too, that maybe if I came up here, um, that would be enough to kind of snap her out of it, but it's not. She doesn't. I mean, even the fact, even she won't even call her own kid. So, that's how bad her addiction is. Is that's all she cares about is drugs. That's it. Not me, not her family, not her son. That's it. Just getting high, getting more drugs, and the fact that she's going from hotel room to hotel room, bouncing from hotel to hotel with strangers that she just meets off the street is not a good sign. Sounds like she's a meth whore. Pretty sure she is, and I can't have that in my life, and I don't think anybody can. I'm pretty sure her family doesn't want that in her life either. So that's the update. It's sad. It's tragic. I wish there's some good news to report, but there's not. This tale, unfortunately, has a sad ending, and pretty much everybody that does love her or does care about her is distancing themselves from her because she doesn't care about you. I'll tell you that right now. So that's that. And yeah, wish I had something better to say with some words of encouragement. I mean, I could say when she watches this, if she even watches this, Stacey should go home, and there's people that care about you and love you, and it's going to be you keep doing this to people that care about you and ignoring them and hurting them like this, you're not going to have a family to go back to. You're going to be stuck on the street and they're going to eat you alive because what you're doing is very dangerous, and it's people disappear like that all the time. Hopefully it doesn't eat you, but my efforts are done. They were in vain, and that's it. So that's the update. Back to making videos about shit that's actually important.